Alright, so I just found out that I was not recording at all. And I was just talking to the camera for about like 5 minutes. Whoa, bro, I don't know what just happened, but I am flowing right now. Me and Jacob, we outside of Planet Fitness, right here in like somewhere in Redline. But it's lit because we're about to hit this. Yo, alright, so look, we're about to hit this fire ass push session, right? But anyway, like what I said, bro, the whole mag is about to get emptied, bro. The 45s is about to just start flying everywhere because this is crazy. Ironically, me and Jay normally have conversations that I feel like if it was well known, popular wise, I feel like it would probably blow up. Funny because we're both believers. We both grew up in a Christian household, but sometimes we be saying some bugged out shit. Like mainly him. He's like, even though I'm older, Jay is like the one that I feel like should be more mature in the Christian realm. I remember when we used to hoop when we was younger, he'd be like, y'all niggas want to talk about bitches. We should be talking about when the rapture is happening. This is the shit he used to say. And now I kind of grew into my own personal relationship with Christ as I got older. Jacob is a strong believer that Bible is going to get you right. I'm more like in a sense, I feel like you got to build your own personal relationship. Jay is more like in a sense where he feels like you kind of need the Bible to build your own personal relationship. So I had two options. I was either going to call this video Fake Christian versus Real Christian. Right now I'm thinking about calling this video called Project Unfat Fuck Yourself. For me, at least. For me. Because I ain't gonna lie, the Pope genetics is slacking right now. Like, honestly, I have my dad's jackness, but the chubbiness, my face is becoming unaesthetically pleasing to look at. It's just becoming like a round circle ball. And I'm about to show all of you motherfuckers the elite God strength / potential I can have when I lock in with my diet. So with that being said, I'll see you in the next clip. Alright, let's see how many I can do.
Oh, he's losing it. He used to do 15 straight.
Holy shit, yo. I'm cooked. I'll be bouncing back. I'm about to bounce back.
Let me get some of these in. I haven't did pull-ups in a little bit.
How many was that?
Like 4?
It's crazy. I'm about to talk to you about God, and I just seen a girl with some sweatpants, and the ass was just moving like doom, doom, doom. That's the
fake Christian.
That's the fake Christian. That's the not even the lukewarmness, just the fake Christian in me. Alari would be shaking his head right now like, bro, what the fuck? What the fuck? I was on the phone with Jay the other day, right? And he told me pretty much that he was like, the more I read my word, the more closer I would be with God. Do you feel like it has to be a book in your hand for you to feel connected to the Creator?
So no, I think because that was me. I wasn't reading the Bible like every day. I was consistently just praying, strictly praying every day. Like I would just talk to him throughout the day like a regular person, but not consistently reading, but I still felt like I was growing stronger. But when you're setting the time aside, like for God, like this is what I'm doing. I'm reading the Bible, trying to get closer with him, trying to learn about it. It shows a lot of initiative. You're separating that time, just like we're taking the time out of our day to come take care of our body. It's just like that with God. You're taking the time out of your day to show him like, this time's for you. I want to grow closer with you. So if that's just strictly prayer, that's good. If it's reading the Bible, you're studying his word. There's a lot you can learn. Like a saying that I heard was, the Bible stands for basic instructions before leaving Earth. So I think about that a lot.
When faced with the cruelty of this world, my soldiers push forward. My soldiers scream out. My soldiers rage.
Peace. There you go. The way to eat. bigger, so when you're skinnier, I feel like you have the best of both worlds because, you know, you're just adding muscle to the lower body fat percentage. But when you're bigger, you keep that strength. Yeah. Your name was again? Jalen. My name is Jaquel, bro. We're gonna lock in more. If you ain't here more often, you'll probably see me here like what I said, like maybe like twice a month or something like that, depending on when I come out here, bro. But yeah, it was good talking to you, bro. Appreciate you. Yeah. Bro, the content, everything is about to go into so many realms. Last video, I was talking to y'all about getting with girls or how to get with any girl you want. And then I'm at the bar and the girl's just like, yeah. And on video, I caught it right there on the spot while I'm at the bar with Joey. The girl goes up and says, if I tip my friend Jonathan a high enough tip, she'll show me her titties. On a video where I'm talking to y'all about having 3-ways, in this video, someone just coming up to me, you know what I mean, doing whatever, we're chopping it up. So it's like, it's all love at the end of the day. I feel like God knows the motion that he's creating right now. So I'm pretty sure God didn't create the motion of girls telling me to, let me see their titties for a tip. But please see you. It's a coincidence, though.
All right, so the workout is officially over. It's funny, me and Jay was watching like Lex Little, we was watching Hottie, we was watching like Swole Rick, I think his name is. And a lot of these content creators, if we're being honest, that go to the gym, I don't want to say it's not as professional, but it's like they're just being themselves and they're just being authentic in the gym, pretty much. Like it's not, they don't focus on the aperture, they don't focus on the lighting on the camera, they just focus on just getting their workouts in. And pretty much that's it. And they just film, they chop it up, they talk their shit, whatever. That's pretty much what I did. And that's probably what you guys that's probably what I'm gonna probably start focusing more on in the future. Short, easy videos like this. This was my first one, so it was a little bit hard. Next video will be a lot more cleaner, a lot more better, because I'll just, you know what I mean, be more scripted out, be a lot more easier. I know the angles I want to get, I know what conversations I want to have, and boom, then it's Merry Christmas to y'all. But like what I was saying, so to finish off this topic, Jacob and my mom has their own interpretation. It's kind of the same. Me and my dad's philosophy on it is kind of similar in ways like, I believe you're going to go wherever your heart tells you that you need to go. But then there are some other people that believe like, nah, that's not it at all. Like you're going to go what the Bible says you're going to go if you don't follow these laws. And I think a lot of the time with a lot of us, we have a lot of resentment towards God or towards the Creator because of certain people and because of certain things that we dealt with. And don't get it twisted, bro. Like what I said, I believe in God for sure. Do I believe in a lot of the principles that Christianity have? Nah, because it was Christians that also crucified Jesus. So when I think about it, I think about like if Christians in the world crucified the perfect man, sometimes I don't really believe everything that book says. But do I believe in a Creator? Yes, I believe in a Creator. But I also believe that a lot of time we come from a certain level of insecurity. So when we talk about God, we instantly want to get angry or we feel inadequate because whether the pastor, whether it was someone that was in the church, hurt us. But one thing you got to remember is these people aren't God. These people are people. So exactly. I want you guys to just, wherever aspect you coming from, whether it's you consider being lukewarm, whether it's considered you being a fake Christian, whether it's considering you not reading your word or you reading your word, whatever it is, bro, I'm telling you at the end of the day, God didn't hurt you. So don't blame it on the Creator. Right. Blame it on these fuck niggas. So do you feel like, all right, so this kind of get off topic, but do you feel like, you said something about a true Christian. Mm-hmm. What do you feel in your heart is quote unquote a true Christian? Because I feel like as Christians, we all fall. So what makes someone a true Christian? What is the word true in Christianity? What do you mean by that?
Right. It's hard to say. Like when we were talking about that, I later on did say
that shit pissed me off so much, bro.
I wanted to take that back because when you put that that wording on it, true Christian, it's like a really high standard. So in simple terms, a true Christian is someone that like picks up his cross daily. That's the first thing that comes to mind. So you're not going to be perfect, but as you go on day to day, you should be trying your best to live like God, or Jesus, I should say, in his likeness.
So you feel like, and I feel like this is how I feel, what he just said. So I genuinely do believe like Jesus was one of the most historical people that you should look up. I feel like self-improvement, God is the pinnacle of self-improvement overall. Like I feel like that is the hierarchy of self-improvement. And when I see a lot of the things that Jesus preached, where he talked about being more selfless instead of selfish, where scripture where it was talking about, what does it profit a man to gain the world but yet forfeit his soul? I think about that with everything, bro. Like I am a man. I go to the gym. I was just talking to you about this when I was in there. I see a cutie and it's like, not every time it's like, yeah, I just want to bang her out, or not, I just want to bust her down. Like, you know what I mean? But like a lot of the time, like I do have a lot of pent up testosterone. I do, to a certain degree. Like at the end of the day, I am a man, bro. Like I have my urges. You don't think I want to get my dick sucked? Yo, this is like what I said, bro. I am very blunt on how I speak, and I am trying to be professional, especially when we're talking about God. But yeah, like I have the urges. You don't think I want to do certain things? You don't want to think I want to perform a certain way?
Well, I wanted
It's so
to touch
hard
base
to kind of
on
say
something
this.
he said, because me and him, we're not perfect people or perfect Christians or nothing like that. He referenced earlier lukewarm Christian, fake Christian, but pretty much we are trying to be better, and I think God recognizes that. And if you are actively trying, he knows your heart. So if you're actively trying to be a better person, live for him, and actively pursue him, that's what's important. So in what he said earlier about being a true Christian, I don't think there's necessarily a true Christian, but a person that is actively pursuing God and putting his all into him. Literally saw a verse just the other day, love God with all your heart. You're pouring all your heart into him, sacrifice, and that's not easy.
I have nothing more really to say. He kind of summed it up. This is more like his realm, what he touched base on. I'm very like, I guess I get it from my dad, because I'm not gonna lie, my pops has always been like, well, just think deeper than what things are. Like, I don't want you to be so, it's funny, Jacob told me this the other day about being surface level. But my pops would always tell me, don't be so surface level. Don't be so surface level. Don't be so naive to a religion. Study it for your own. Don't just believe in Christianity because you was brought up to believe in it. Right. Do it for yourself. And whatever you feel is the most comfortable and whatever you feel like aligns with your beliefs, that's what you should stick with. Yes. That's always been kind of like my dad's like pinpoint on stuff. My dad was never really, he would always say, I believe in a creator. Whether his name is God, whatever it is, I don't know. But I do believe in a creator. And that kind of resonates with me because me and Jay will have our little conversations and we'll talk. And I'm more obviously a believer of God, you know what I mean, and of Jesus. I just don't always align with the principles, but I do also align with a lot of the scriptures that they have in the Bible. And maybe that might change as I get more and more in tune with it. Like what I said, what does it profit a man to gain the world but yet forfeit his soul? That scripture to me speaks volumes because like what I was talking about, no matter how much pussy, money, wealth, fame, whatever on a worldly level that you can obtain, whether it's the nice motorcycle, whether it's the G80 that you're going to see me driving in a couple years, whatever it is, the baddest little muscle mommy you could think of, whatever it is, all of it is on a worldly level. And it might feel good in a moment, but none of that shit is going to fulfill you. And I feel like this is why a lot of the time these people off themselves, why they feel depressed. I think what fulfills you is knowing who you are, knowing what your purpose is, and also having a good relationship with Christ. And I know that sounds kind of corny and it sounds cringy, but that's what I strongly believe. I feel like if you're a good person, you come in with some good morals and you're doing good in life, good things will happen to you. It might not happen right away, but good things will come your way. I think a lot of time why these Christians suffer, fake Christians, lukewarm Christians, whatever you want to call it, is because they don't apply this book to their day-to-day life. They don't apply the things that they know to their day-to-day life. So it's like you could talk, but until you apply the knowledge that you know into your lifestyle, you're always going to be suffering. So I genuinely think with Christianity, before you just hear it out, apply some of these principles to your life. And don't be so biased towards the hate of God, so now you want to just ignore some of this stuff and you want to be like, oh, that's not real. It doesn't matter. No, bro, I want you to really apply some of these scriptures into your life and then see what it does for you the next couple of weeks. Anyway, my camera been running on like 10 minutes. And honestly, Jacob was just talking to me about this camera. This camera is not the top tier camera that you think it is. This don't even have a fan on the inside of it. So my battery is overheating. The camera's probably overheating because it's been running for about like 10 minutes now. So with that being said, I had 2 outros. Last outro I had last week was like, well, what do I know? I'm just QuelleLevelingUp, you mean? And then it was like, forever in your heart. That one was gas. Then it's the, if you're new to the channel, like, subscribe. If you got my phone number, text me, call me. I think we're going to run with that one. At the end of the day, we're out here trying to level up and we're trying to be the best version of ourselves. We're definitely going to run with that one. So on that note, oh no, wait, fucked it up. So much love goes out to all of y'all. And like what I said, this is always supposed to be a heart. On that note, we out.